Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be doing the world predictions for April 2025. You guys already know, I do predictions. I also do story times. I do tarot. If you guys want a personal reading, you could always inbox me on my Instagram. I will attach it on the description box. And yeah, y'all, it is very hot here. It is so hot here in California now. It was crazy. Last week was cold. Now it's hot. So I am pre-recording this video because I usually go live to do these, but I'm very busy today with workings and personal readings, so I won't be able to, go do this live, but I decided to just pre-record this and we're gonna see what comes through. So I will timestamp these as well. I'll start at a minute in 30 seconds. Okay. So yeah, guys, be sure also to subscribe and comment down below which other predictions you guys want me to do next. These are basically very, I do talk about certain things political. Also do talk about just random things that come to me, so that maybe have nothing to do with, certain things that are going on in the world. This could just be also things that I pick up on just intuitively. So also, yeah, that's how I do it. So without further ado, we're going to get started with the topic. The first topic, there's many topics for this video, but the first topic we're going to do is about bridges. Now, if you guys watch my December, I think I posted this December 29th of 2024 for my 2025 predictions. I did predict that there was going to be a lot of collapses with bridges, and I still see that coming. Okay. More so in the summer months, so like May, June is when I see a lot of like issues with bridges, but also even into April. So April could be the start, but then I see like major ones coming up around May or June. Okay. The one that stood out to me the most, because there's several that I wrote down, but the ones that stood out to me was the ones in San Francisco, the Golden State Bridge. That one was the one that stood out to me, and I'm in California. I'm in Los Angeles, and I've been to San Francisco, so I remember that bridge, but I remember saying that back in December, and I still see that this could be like a collapse. It's not going to be like a whole collapse of the bridge, but like this could be due to like a cargo ship, a boat, or even like a car, maybe even part of an earthquake too. There's just going to be a lot of factors is what I see, but I do feel like there's going to be, yeah, I see like a car being swayed, but then I do see that it could be also due to like a ship, or there's something under the bridge where it could be like cracking, and then because of that, it's like one goes to this side, and it looks like it's a part of the bridge. It's not the whole bridge, but it looks like I'm being drawn to, I'm seeing like one lane going this way, one lane going that way, right? It's like coming to and from San Francisco, but I keep feeling like it's something, I want to say the left side, but then I'm seeing myself on the right side of the bridge, and then it's like there's something coming off the right side, but then the left side also can get affected. It's like weird how like I'm seeing it, but I'm seeing something like that. Okay, also do see the London Bridge in the UK. Okay, could experience some type of, issue with possibly a collapse. I also see one in China. I didn't write that down, but what came to me was China. There could be a bridge in China that collapses. Also in Singapore. Singapore just came to me right now, in Taiwan. So there's a lot of places that I'm seeing. It looks like it's around the area of like China, and then you have Taiwan, and then I also do see Singapore and even Malaysia is what I see here, okay, with bridges. So they have to just monitor those areas, because I do see issues with bridges. Also do see there's a bridge in Arizona, Tennessee, What stood out to me as well was Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri. So I do feel like there's going to be something happening around a bridge in St. Louis, Missouri that could lead to like a collapsing, or, you know, some type of happening around a bridge, like a collapse, or it's like the fragment could be hit. Also, do you see Canada? Okay, Ontario, Canada, a bridge in Ontario, Canada that could experience that. Rhode Island and Minnesota. Those are states I see. I said Tennessee. Also do see Connecticut. There's also this bridge called the Phantom Bridge. I see that bridge could experience something as well, and I see smoke coming from a tunnel around that area. So I was seeing in my vision like a smoke coming from the Phantom Bridge area, and I believe that there is a tunnel under there. And I was seeing like smoke, where there's a tunnel explosion or a tunnel eruption where, you know, things kind of start flying and collapsing. Japan as well, and the Philippines as well. So there's going to be a lot of places, but I was getting really strongly China. Um, I don't know what city in China exactly, but it could be west of China, like West China, or northwest, or the west of China is what I see. Okay. I also do see Prague as well in Europe, the Czech Republic. There's a bridge there that could also experience something around the bridge in Czech Republic. Okay. Also do see a building in the Czech Republic, could be a government building that could collapse or catch on fire. Okay. Also do see that there's going to be something with trades when it comes to the Czech Republic and the country Trinidad. So I'm going to timestamp this. So that's for the bridges. There's probably many more to come that I'm going to still be doing, but this is just, again, a pre-recorded live, so I don't have, not live, pre-recorded video, so I don't have really too much to go to keep going, but I'm going to just leave it there. So we're going to start at 7. We're going to start at 8. So when it comes to trading with Trinidad and goods exchange from the Czech Republic to Trinidad, I do feel like there's going to be some type of trade war or cutoff with Czech Republic, specifically the Czech Republic in Europe, and Trinidad in the month of April, even into May. They're going to have some type of war or tension, or they're going to have a disagreement. And I also do see that there's going to even be issues with a ship in Trinidad. Could be like a ship or a boat with trading goods that could sink, and it could come from Europe as well. Okay. Could come from the Czech Republic or Central Europe. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. From there all the way to Trinidad. Trinidad is also going to have something happening with their port, or a ship could catch fire, or a porting ship could, you know, collide with something in the port area, where there's going to be some type of issue, and then it's going to cause tensions with tradings. And then I see that the countries won't want to trade with each other, or there's going to be something with Trinidad having that. Okay, and maybe they may even place an advisory, traveling advisory for Trinidad in Europe, or vice versa. So that's also what I see. I also do see that there is going to be other areas too, and I'm going to touch on these very, very, very briefly when it comes to European bridges, or places where I see that there could be collapses or issues with like bridge constructions, are Italy. Okay. Italy, Ukraine, which is not shocking, Luxembourg, Holland, and the Netherlands. So I do see that there's going to be also something about those countries and bridges, roads that people they're going to need to, monitor or do a check to keep and make sure it's updated. You don't want people falling, child. You know what I mean? It's just you don't want that happening. So they're going to have to do that. I also do feel like there's something going on with the armies in the Netherlands, some type of military preparation with army. So I wouldn't even be surprised if like something comes out in the month of April regarding like militant like recruition, or there's something going on where they're preparing for something in the month of April. They can announce this in April. It's almost like, remember with Poland when they started making a lot of all the men joining the army, or that they have to recruit these men. There's something similar that I see happening in Holland, um, Norway, and Serbia. Okay, or there's like some type of an alliance or preparation between those countries. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they're talking to each other. The PMs, the kings, whatever you want to call them, the monarchies in those countries, because I'm not too familiar with militant um, procedures in other countries. I am not well versed in that. I don't know like much about it, but that's what came to me, that there's something about Holland though with military numbers, or they could be like maybe preparing their armies or training their men, maybe even with ships, cargoes. Like there's something with like bases where they're going to be but it's like I'm hearing preparing, so possibly preparing for a war or alliancing with these countries where they're going to be talking, having conversations, but they're preparing for something that they're going to announce in the month of April. And it could be have to do with recruiting people from their country or something like that. I'm not too sure, but we're going to see something like that. I see a lot of people like something about that army coming out very strongly. Okay. All right, so we're going to start at 13. Whoa, did I write it down? Oopsies. Not the pin child marking me. Um, Joe Biden, ex-president or former president Joe Biden gets hospitalized. And I feel like he is going to fall. Could be at an event, could be anywhere. But I was seeing something about him, like a drink in his hand or him holding something, and then he falls. So he is going to be hospitalized due to a fall. And this could be the beginning of his transition. Not saying he's going to pass away right that then, but after that incident happens, his health is going to decline a lot, where he's not going to be able to do much. Also do see he's going to either be in a cane or a wheelchair. So when he does fall, he's going to be hospitalized, and then he's going to have to walk with a cane or use a wheelchair. But then after that, like his health is going to decline, and I feel like he could pass away by, I want to even say, could be by the end of 2025 or in 2026. So I feel like he has a year and a half left of his life from now until 2026. So I feel like he could pass away between, I don't know why like October stood out to me. Okay. So I want to say between now and again 2026 is the time frame I give. He doesn't really have much time left on this earth. That's what I'm seeing for Joe Biden. Okay. Yeah, I put slip out, hand, cup. So there's something about his cup because I did pull cards on him and I did get the Ace of Cups in reverse and I asked about his health and the Four of Swords, which means he's gonna have to go to the hospital and his hands could also, I don't know if he may like, again, his hand could get injured. I know he's probably, his back will probably get injured, but something about his hand, so he could sprain his hand or something like that. Okay. Yeah. Let's look at the wildfires because there's been so many the last 2 months in places that I've said that, you know, I said before, I said it was going to be in the Midwest and there was fires. There was also a fire in Disneyland World recently, guys. And even North Carolina, there was apparently another fire again. So fires are going to still be very common in the month of April. Now, I'm going to talk about certain wildfires that I see across the globe in the US and also in around the world. I do feel like there's going to be a wildfire coming up in Oregon, the state of Oregon, on the West Coast in America, in Asia. Okay, I do see China, North Korea, Mongolia, the Philippines, India. There's going to be a forest fire in India. I feel like it could be northwest, west of India. So West India is what I see. Or northwest. Italy is going to have wildfires, forest fires. But I also do see a lot of fires in certain cities, towns in Italy. But there's going to be a forest fire, but the ones that I see connected to the metropolitan areas are going to be connected to the mafia. So this could be, you know, mobsters, Italian gangsters, whatever you want to call them. There's going to be a link to the Italian mafia and wildfires and fires in Italy. Also do see there's going to be a big protest in Italy. I also do see Italy alliancing with another country. Could be in Eastern Europe or some country, or maybe possibly even a country in Asia. Italy could be creating an alliance. See, I was having trouble speaking, so this is something that they're doing right now, and they're going to either announce it in the month of April. I was going to say August. Something about August could be significant this year, but I feel like a lot of other countries in Europe are not going to be happy about this. Um, yeah. There's also something connecting to Switzerland and Italy. So something about their armies. I don't know if they're also going to be talking or trying to negotiate something around northern Italy. Could be the area of Lombardy, but I also do see a wildfire also happening between Italy and Switzerland. So the border of Italy and Switzerland, and wildfires also inside the country of Switzerland. And also what came to me right now is Mexico. Did y'all hear that? Confirmation. That scared me. So there's gonna be earthquake in Mexico for me to say that. But then I also do see that there's going to be a fire, like a forest fire, places burning in Mexico, and I also do see a big earthquake. Also, there could be an earthquake in the Swiss Alps. Let me write that down. See, when I start getting messages, I really, some of the things I be saying, I don't, they just come to me when I'm filming or when I'm on live, so I don't really be like, this is channeling. I'm not even like, I wasn't even thinking about these places that just come to my mind. Um, I also do see volcano eruptions. Mount Fuji or Fiji in Japan is going to erupt in the month of April. Okay, where there's going to be a lot of activities where people are going to evacuate. All right, so there's already a advisory that is going to be placed heavily in April and I see people evacuating. Okay. Um, let's talk about cyber attacks for this one, which, it's been happening since the beginning of this year, and I have done some predictions on it, and there's still going to be more cyber attacks in the month of April. I see cyber attacks regarding like banks. So banks like Chase, Bank of America, banks all over the world, that could tie into like the stock market crashes, like things that are going to be hacked. And I also do see glitches in the stock markets, um, area where they have like the numbers and the how much money, like it's almost like investments, right? When it's like they're showing me like a horse race track where it's like you see the bets of the certain, um horses, and it's like representing these countries, and I see that there's going to be hackings, or there's going to be like blackouts with these stock markets. Even Wall Street is going to have a blackout and a major hacking. So Wall Street is going to have a big glitching error, but it's going to be a hacking. And I also do see that there is going to be a cyber attack. Also, phone carriers like T-Mobile, Sprint, Verizon, they're going to have things happening to people's phones. So you might get a weird message in April, or your phone may act funny, or some people's screens could even go black for their carriers, and this could be due to hackings, or the systems in their carrier headquarters will go black or will glitch and could cause some outages, even outages with these places. Also do see power outages in Italy, Las Vegas, Nevada. Las Vegas is going to have a lot of, let me write this down. Las Vegas is going to have a lot of like power outages on the strip. And what I kept seeing was the Venetian Hotel, and I've been to Vegas, so that's my favorite hotel to go to. It's so pretty. But I feel like there's going to be a moment where the Vegas Strip is going to be completely power outaged, where there's going to be no lights, possibly for a few hours. Um, Also, do feel like there is going to be casinos that are going to shut down in Vegas due to hackings or power outages. Again, where the lights are going to go off, and there's certain machines that are going to also be linked to cyber hacking. So it's going to be very interesting. I see also a lot of employees getting fired from these places, from like casinos, hotels. There even may be a undercover job with one of these employees and these hackers. This employee could also be a hacker, the hacker. Okay, so there's going to be something coming out about that. Like it could be around a casino though. There's going to be some controversy around a casino, is what I see in on the strip in Vegas. Okay. Power outages also in the Philippines, like I said. It's going to be all over. Also do see New York City, Times Square. There's going to be a power outage or glitching in Times Square, where the places where you see like all of the screens where you see everything is going to go dark, and is also going to be glitching. So expect that. A lot of issues with trains also in New York City in the month of April, due to cybersecurity hackings. A lot of it is going to be that, and a lot of people are going to blame Russia. They're going to start to maybe blame Russia or China for these attacks. Um, but allegedly, as we know, right, it's a lot of it is an inside job. But yeah. Hmm. I also do see a fire on a ferry going from New York to New Jersey. So they may have to shut that down. I'm not sure if this is due to hacking, but I feel like this is pertaining to like some type of malfunction or a fire, or possibly it sinks in the river. So they have to be careful about that. There's also going to be power outages in Puerto Rico. Okay, there's already been power outages in the recent past. I think last month there was power outages. It's going to continue in Puerto Rico and Cuba and areas of the Dominican Republic, even Jamaica. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to be going dark, but you may not hear about this either. Like, a lot of people don't know about this. So some of it will come out, some of it won't. So don't be surprised if you guys don't hear about a lot of these places, especially smaller countries in the Caribbean like Barbados, Saint Lucia, Antigua, the Dominica, right? Hispaniola, like there's going to be countries and areas where they're not going to announce these things because for whatever reason. So you know what I mean? This one was a very interesting prediction. Speaking about Vegas, Vegas is going to be very interesting. I'm going to start this. This one is like my most controversial prediction that I was kind of excited, but not really, because I'm like, wow, what I was seeing was very interesting. And also I have another one too that is really like mind blowing. But there was one that I was seeing that I was like, okay, Spirit, this is interesting. There's going to be a Area 51 fire. Okay. So it also makes me feel like there's going to be either a wildfire in that area in Vegas in the month of April. Okay. Where there's going to be fire around the area and they're going to have to evacuate. But I was also seeing that there's going to be fire inside of Area 51 in a building. Kind of like what happened in Disneyland with Disney World. And the people are going to have to evacuate. You know, it's going to be all over the news, and there's going to be like a fire there. The fire, if it's a fire from outside, the fire is going to seep into the property. But I was seeing that it's two situations where I see there's going to be fire in the area and fire advisories, and there's going to also be a fire happening in Area 51. Interesting. And it's going to cause a lot of conspiracy. It's going to get a lot of attention. And these are coming, what I was saying to you guys last time, what is done in the dark, things that are hidden or hidden research labs, things that are very secluded are going to be revealed in the month of April. Okay? There's going to be also a lot of like I said, Las Vegas is going to have a shutdown, cyber attacks, blackouts. There's going to also be a civil servant from Russia that is going to go to Turkey. This could be Putin, this could be somebody who's representing Putin, but there's going to be someone from Russia that is going to take a trip to Turkey to meet with the president or someone of a higher power, and they're going to have a problem. There's going to be a madman who is going to, this could be like an embassy fight or a meeting where there's a bunch of people and there's some weird person that comes in that starts an attack, and this civil servant from Russia has to be careful, and it could cause tensions. This could also be due to protests in Turkey, as we have already saw. There's going to be more of that happening in the month of April, but maybe there could be Turkey and Russia could possibly beef, or they're going to have an altercation. Okay, I feel like this could happen around a government building in Turkey. So, a federal building, a Congress building, whatever you want to call it. This is probably going to be in the capital. But I do see there's going to be some type of altercation. for sure. A fight. There's going to be an altercation. Okay, and they're not gonna agree with something. My bad, y'all. I actually had a phone call, so. But back to what I was saying. I do see that also. Like I said, Turkey and Russia could get into it. This could be Putin, someone representing Russia. It's a civil servant that is going to take a trip to Turkey, and this person again is going to be from that area, and there's going to be some attack on this person because there may be someone that doesn't like what is going to be said. Okay, and this is going to cause tensions. Also, go do see there's going to be a lot of bankruptcies, banks shutting down, banks collapsing, metaphorically and also literally. You know, there's going to be bomb threats made at banks, banks catching fires, banks disintegrating. Again, metaphorically, economically, and also physically, there's going to be a lot of things, issues with banks, also issues with bank transactions with like ATM machines. So people getting money, checkings, deposits, there's going to be like delays or things being pushed back. And yeah, that's going to happen all over. Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo Credit Union, you name it, even, you know, current cryptocurrencies, bitcoins. It's going to be a lot of that's going to happen. Also with PayPal, and I was going to talk about a CEO that I see. I see several CEO attacks as well here. There's also going to be banks, though, in Puerto Rico that are going to be shutting down or filing for bankruptcy in the month of April. Okay, I see power outages also with certain banks going dark in America, also in Puerto Rico, and also in Europe. Okay. So yeah. So the next one I want to talk about is the Great Wall of China that is in China. Um, we already know that China and Taiwan has had a lot of, tensions, and China's trying to take over Taiwan. I do feel like there is going to be a situation where Taiwan is either going to build an actual wall around the ports of Taiwan, or something about a wall in Taiwan is going to be very significant, where there's going to be issues with China regarding this wall. Taiwan is also going to want to protect themselves by creating a wall. But there's also going to be issues with the Great Wall of China. I feel like there could be possibly a fire around that area in China, and high winds could cause closures in the Great Wall. Also do feel like there could also be a misunderstanding with people coming to the wall, where maybe there's going to be conflicts, maybe there's going to be misunderstandings with like people from other countries. It's almost giving like a tourist energy, especially tourists from other Asian countries could experience some type of misunderstanding with the local Chinese in that area. All right. I also do see there's going to be like a vehicle or a bus around the Great Wall of China that is going to. I'm just seeing people stuck and they're not able to move. Okay. And there's also going to be an earthquake around that area as well in that part. This could also cause a fire, cause a bit of like pieces to fall off from the wall. Okay. Yeah. I heard earth, air, wind, fire. So there's going to be like a lot of four seasons in the Great Wall in China. It's also going to be floodings in China, the Great Wall of China, where it's floods and it's winds and it's snow, then it's fires. It's very interesting what's coming through, but that's what I'm seeing. There's also going to be more wildfires in. I was picking up between Jordan, the country in the Middle East. There's going to be a big forest fires, shall I say? Also, fires in Egypt, fires in Georgia, not the state of Georgia. Could be. There's also could be a fire, another wildfire in the state of Georgia, but I was getting the country Georgia, that borders Turkey and Armenia, and also Armenia is gonna also have a fire, like a wildfire, forest fires could be on the in the mountains. Okay, these places could be like the Gorgon Mountains or the mountains in Armenia. I don't know, the name of the mountains, but I see like forest in that area. I also do see an oil fuel issue in Egypt where it could cause a fire near the port or a fire in the city of Cairo, Egypt, is what I see. I also do see there is like an explosion with a looks like a bus, and I see a lot of people. And I know I'm seeing like I'm on the right side of a street. It looks like a bustling area where there's a lot of people, a lot of foods being sold, things being exchanged, and I see a boom. It's very interesting. Um, yeah. Hmm. Egypt. There's also going to be somebody that is going to try to set the pyramid on fire. Pyramids, I heard pyramids on fire. And this could be due to an arsonist that could attempt to be doing this. They will get caught and they will get arrested. Um, Person could be a tourist. They could be a tourist. Someone from another land. Maybe they could have citizenship in Egypt, but be from another country, or they have a dual citizenship with another country. Even if they are Egyptian born, they may be connected to another country. There's going to be someone that's going to get in trouble for setting or attempting to set the pyramids on fire. But I see actual smoke coming from one of the pyramids in ancient Egypt in that area. It looks like it could be like on the right side of the pyramid, and even this person could even try to do this inside of the tunnel where they try to set something on fire, where this tunnel could catch fire. And I see fires coming from this place. Okay, the age of this particular individual, they could be between the ages of 25 to 39. So I want to say 40, so 25 to 40. Okay, could even be two people. There's also going to be tunnels that are going to be found in under Egypt, the city or cities, where they're going to find people that are being trafficked, held captive, that are kind of like slaves, whether it's sex slavery, SA. There's going to be people. I also heard children. So something about the children in Italy. Italy. Hmm. Italy. Is there going to be something connected to Italy? These people could be from Italy. Maybe these are tourists. There's going to be a connection between Italy and Egypt, and also Italy could possibly have trafficking, SA trafficking or human trafficking laws that are going to be implemented due to there's going to be people that are going to be trafficked. Either I don't know if it's traffic from Italy to Egypt, because Egypt is in North Africa, so it's actually Egypt is close to Italy, right? From close to Sicily. I have to look at the map. There's a connection to human trafficking in Italy between southern Italy and Egypt. So it's also connecting to tunnels, but there's going to be possibly these people that are captive could be from Italy or have Italian citizenship. Hmm. Italy is also going to have that as well. Did not expect that. Let's talk about the Teslas. Y'all know there has already been a lot of drama. Let's talk about Elon Musk. Elon Musk is going to experience assassination attempt in the month of April, but it's not going to be successful. It's going to be like the one I said with Trump, where Trump, they're going to try it again, but it's not going to work. But for this one, I was seeing something about a car. And I'm not trying to laugh, but Tesla came to mind. So I don't know if this is like a vehicle ramming attack against Elon Musk, or when he's around these places, or this could be an event. There could even be a gun involved, but I'm seeing something about a particular car, and it looks like someone could maybe try to hit him with a car, or this person, they're gonna find a lot of things linked to a car here. It could be a Tesla, which is ironic, but there's gonna be an attempt on Elon Musk. Okay. I do see that there's gonna also be, gosh, there's gonna be an event where there's going to be a vehicle ramming attack coming at a Tesla showroom, but I see children. So this could be either children in the showroom that could get hurt, or there's children in this car or this vehicle. I was seeing children. Also, this could even be a child Cybertruck created by Tesla, where there could even be safety issues with children getting hurt. But it's very crazy. I hope that doesn't come to pass. But I kept seeing children getting hurt, or possibly, you know, I don't want to say that word. I feel like this could happen either in California, Tennessee, Delaware, or Kansas. Okay, even New York. It's gonna happen all over, but these are the states that I was getting more. Okay, possibly also Iowa, Idaho, and Oregon and Washington. There's going to be also a lawsuit that happens because of this, and I do feel like a lot of Tesla showrooms are going to be shut down, or they're going to announce that they're going to be closing down in certain places. Okay, and eventually I do see that they will shut down, and they're gonna try to amp up security, or amp up, certain things, but it's not going to work. And I also do think there's going to be cyber attacks, Tesla showrooms, lights, power outages, and things being, that are going to be discovered. Like recently came out was that there was bombs, or weird things in a Tesla showroom in the state of Texas. So there's going to be more of those, but I feel like there's going to be something about a vehicle ramming attack, terrorist attack, hitting a Tesla showroom, but something connected to children. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but that's what I'm seeing. Okay. Scotland. Scotland. I need to do a reading on you, Scotland. I already told you guys there was going to be wildfires. You guys had wildfires. I see, if anything, I see protests in Scotland. Something with gang violence, gang affiliations. Glasgow stuck out to me. There's going to be a lot of corruption of exposures regarding even certain police departments in Scotland in the month of April. Something of also involving a train or a subway, metro in Scotland, where they're going to have to be on the lookout. I also do see a ship, a cargo ship. Does Scotland have ports from other countries? There even may be an issue with a ship that happens on the coast of Scotland. I do feel like there's going to be, though, an assassination slash attempt on the Scottish CEO. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. There's also going to be protests in schools with like education systems. Um, Something about the GCSEs in schools. There's something about alternative ways of taking these tests, but there's something also with could be also with the hacking stuff where there's going to be glitches, or maybe there's going to be something with data being leaked when it comes to GCSE results or marks regarding certain schools, and maybe they may find something that certain people were not being honest about. There's also going to be a school shooting or a shooting threat at a school in Scotland, and they might have to close this down. And there's also going to be like a fire, and it could be around a school or a college, a university. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. Um, this one is strange. There's going to be a missing man who faked his death, or who will fake his death, and he's going to be found alive at a meeting. So he may show up at his job like, yeah, I'm here. This could be in the USA. Yeah, this man is going to, police are going to think this man died, but in reality, he faked his death, or he's not really dead. And he's gonna show up at his job like nothing happened. Like, yeah, hey guys, I clocked in. There even may be somebody that was missing. Who this could be a missing person who maybe they thought that died and they were missing for a while, and they just show up one day to work like nothing ever happened, or they show up ready to start the day. Very weird. This could happen just in general with a lot of places. Um, I see a drowning in a UK lake, or there's a body of water where they may find a body where they shut down this particular place. Could be like a closure due to a body being found, or bodies, several bodies. Okay, and it's going to be all over the news. There's also going to be some contamination with lakes, or chlorine with certain pools in certain areas. Could be in the UK, could be in America. There's something about the skin as well, where people may be in these areas, and due to contamination or due to poisons, whatever these things are, it's going to cause reactions, infections with the skin. That just came to me intuitively. So we're going to see what happens with that. Okay. I also feel like there's going to be the royal family. There's going to be two particular queens or feminine energies in the royal family that are going to fall ill, that will be hospitalized in the month of April. Who stood out to me was that Queen of Wales lady. I don't even know her name. I should have wrote her name down. And I see another female. And people may be very surprised, because I know that Charles, his health, he's battling, he is sick, but I feel like people are going to be surprised that it's not going to be him that has this issue in the month of April, that there's going to be someone that also maybe people didn't know that was sick, or this person didn't share this side of the diagnosis that they're going to discover. But I see two royal women in the royal family are going to fall ill and will be hospitalized. Hmm. So if it's also going to be like certain recalls with a banning with like certain utensils or kitchen utensils that could be linked to like cancer, health issues that could be hazardous for the health, that will could be banned in the UK. Or there's going to be a policy where they may take off certain things used in like restaurants, like you know how here like McDonald's they took away the straws, right? You have to ask for a straw. They may do something like that where they may take off certain things, but you may have to ask for it or you may have to pay for it. Okay. Um, but I'm seeing utensils, or there's going to be something where there's going to be like, out these things in these particular places because there's going to be something found linking to like some type of mercury poisoning, or there's something with that could affect health. Okay, maybe even in certain hospitals as well in the UK. Um, yeah. Also, you see the Princess of Spain is going to experience. She's gonna fall ill. Princess of Spain, Leonora, I believe her name is. She's gonna be hospitalized. She may fall sick. She's not gonna die, but I just see she's gonna get a little bit sick. And this is what's gonna happen to a lot of like royals in Europe, or kings, the queens, whatever you want to call them, the monarchs. There's going to be a lot of females that are going to be falling ill, and female politicians in across the world that could be, something else could happen. Okay, I see an Arizona kitchen fire at a restaurant could catch fire, or several restaurants. Hmm. There's also going to be something like food, like where they're gonna have to like change school lunches or what they give to kids in schools. There may be like some type of food poisoning or food outbreak in a community in Arizona regarding like food, or like a food poisoning, or there's something connecting to also schools. So schools could also experience children either staying home in the month of April, or they may be sick or they may fall ill, and something about Arizona could be linked to that. Okay. I see new cancer treatments being approved, like cancer drugs, in the month of April. Something about the UK stood out to me again. So this could be treatments like in Scotland, also in Wales. They could approve like a new drug that could help with like prostate cancer, leukemia. There may be something that passes in the country Wales. Also, Kingdom was Ireland and Scotland, where they're gonna approve something, or they're gonna have some type of treatment plans or better treatments for patients suffering with certain illnesses, ailments in the UK. There's also gonna be the UK. Y'all are gonna have a recession. Very bad. Not in April, but y'all are gonna be. People are gonna be losing a lot of jobs. Like I said, that could lead to the protest. There's also gonna be travel warning, or people are not gonna be able to leave the UK, or either they're not gonna be able to leave, or they can't either go, come, or there's gonna be like a restriction with traveling, either leaving the country. This could be like an advisory, like a travel advisory, but there's something where could even lead to an outbreak in the UK where because I also typed illness, so this could be an illness, a breakout, kind of like a COVID or something that could be linked to an outbreak. I'm not saying it's like the Black Death as well. That was okay to me as well, but it's something linked to like an illness, a virus, where maybe people are not going to be able to leave the country, or if you're sick, you can't go, right? You don't want to spread it, or if you're coming to the country, you may have to get checked out for something because there's going to be some type of virus that comes out. But I see a lot of people also not being able to leave, or they're not going to be able to like, or they're going to be saving to move, but there may be something where they can't leave the country, or it's going to be some type of restriction with traveling. Okay, that's what I'm getting strongly. Hmm. The last one, I see a big jail breakage where inmates will escape, or there's going to be a big prison fight. Could lead to prisoners escaping. This could happen in Rikers Island in New York, the state of New York. Also see one in Ecuador and in El Salvador. So this could be linked to what has been happening with the deportations. There could be a big prison fight and possibly people escaping. And also there's going to be power outages where the systems could. Okay. And lastly, there's going to be a CEO assassination of a CEO from Puerto Rico. I don't know who this person is, but I see a male CEO from Puerto Rico or in Puerto Rico that will be assassinated. There's also going to be a major gas leakage at a grocery store in Kentucky. Could lead to pew, but certain supermarkets are also going to be, experiencing power outages. Places like Target, Walmart, going to be a lot of those coming up. And again, they have to be careful. There's going to be just I see a lot of fires, like things catching fire, certain aisles in certain supermarkets catching on fire, possibly even game aisles in Target. Like, they have the PS4, the GameCube. There's going to be that as well. Speaking about games, I feel like there's going to be GTA 6 could also be on hold. Or they may announce that they're not going to release it until 2026. That's just what came to me right now. So we'll see. But these are the predictions I got, and yeah.